Hello, my beautiful people from Untouchable Mama. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Thank you. One love. Bye bye.
This is Dr. Oguname from Africa Ancestral Spiritual Ministry. And today I want to share something with you. I titled this soul food as the Nigerian church business. Would Africans ever wake up from this? Not so long ago here we hear a giant pastor announcing it publicly that he have just sacked 40 junior pastors because they were not productive enough. Normally, if you are a Christian and you are a Nigerian Christian or African Christian, that should make you start thinking. You should start thinking and asking yourself, is this an enterprise or a house of God? If this is a house of God, why will men of God be sacked? If this is an enterprise, a business, then it makes sense perfectly. But you will still see Nigerians. Some will still not be able to even think this. They will still say, yeah, my daddy Gio is right. I never loved that pastor anyway. I don't like his shoe. I don't like his car. So for that reason, it's even good to sack him. You will see people start gossiping now about what has just happened. Instead of them to be using it as a way for them to open their eyes, then they start using it as a new topic of gossip. So now that we know that they don't care about the God, they just care about your dressing, they just care about your English, they just care about your shoe, they just care about how you help them project that Christianity, that God, and use it to win members. That's all they really care about. Now that we know this now already, what is this stopping you to understand that this is a mind game? That's the question. What is this stopping you to understand that this is a mind game? A man of God will buy an instrument of 5,000 euros and put on top of his altar just one keyboard. You will not ask yourself, but Michael Jackson is the one having this type of instruments to entertain the people. Why are you, man of God, buying this type of instruments just because you want to praise God? And that's because he understands the science of sound. He knows now that as long as he's using that expensive Yamaha, when you are hearing it, your soul is becoming present and relaxed. But you will be thinking that this is the Spirit of God moving, because all your life you have never listened to a classic music before. Mind game. He will go and employ instrumentalists who are professionals, who have trained all their life and learn how to play violins and different good instruments, and break them to entertain you. And you will think, oh, I enjoy the praises of the Lord today. When we were doing worship, the spirit were just moving. No spirits were moving. What they were doing to you is they were using sound to stimulate the brain waves, to keep you present right there. And you are there. You are thinking, oh, the spirit is moving. No, you have never sat down and meditate and listen to classic instrument before. If you are used to listening to good classic instruments, then you will know that what they are doing to you, they are manipulating your mind. That's what they're doing to you. This doesn't stop there. They will go and employ a professional musician who is so good in singing with a trained voice and you will be there. He will sing good praises and worship. You will think, wow, the Spirit of God has come today in this service. No, this is just the same vibration you would get if you're in the concert of Beyonce, if you're at the concert of Alicia Keys, if you're at the concert of those good musicians who know how to perform very well. Same vibration. But because you have been brainwashed, you have been introduced to a deity that don't exist, only in your head that that deity exists, you would think that spirit is what is at work. No, this is mind games. So Nigerian giant pastor, I'm not talking about the small boys, the giant ones, they are fucking with your mind. They are playing with your soul. And they are enjoying it because they know you don't know so many things. So that's why you must wake up. You don't have too many options anymore. You must wake up and start really knowing what time it is. Not until you decide to wake. You will always be their slave. No shortcut for you. No other via riuscita for you. That is Italian language anyway. But what I'm trying to say is no other exit for you. You will always be their slave. Until you rise and say, you know what? Okay, no problem. God is real, right? Okay, fine. But I want to connect to this God without you. Not until you have that understanding and awareness of self. Not until you know that you are life that is experiencing life through the expression and manifestation of your own self known as life. Not until you know how to detach yourself from that doctrine. You will always be their slave. Nobody is coming to save you. No savior, nothing would ever save you. And this is the reality. This is the truth of today. And these are truth people who don't like to tell you. Because the more they tell you this, the more they lose what they are supposed to gain from you. You have to understand the world you are living on. People are profiting from your ignorance. People are profiting from your own belief. They just profit from it. And all these pastors, 98% of them, they don't care about your soul. All they just care about is your presence right there with them, or your cash to be present with them. That's all they really care about. That's all they really care about. Check all the giant pastors in Nigeria with their hundreds of millions of dollars in their bank accounts. How many companies do they have? They don't care. But they can build mega university where your child will still pay money to attend. They can build mega restaurants where you will still pay money to go and eat. They can build secretly giant mall without you even knowing they are the owner of the mall, while you will still go there and be doing shopping in their own secret mall. So they are investing in things that will make them take money from you, but they don't invest in things that will make them give back to you. Even their hospital, you can't get free treatment just because you are the church member. Never. It's not done like that. So you have to start waking up to this reality. You have to start knowing this truth. God has been made by men in their own flesh and likeness. So they gave you something that they created. Even the white man that brought the story, their only intention was just to distract you from yourself. So the black men that now hijacked the story, they are always even worse. Now they don't just want to distract you from themselves, from yourself. Now they want to suck life out of you, even while you are distracted from your own from your own self. So you have a big problem, Africans. You have a very big problem. And one of your biggest problems now is nobody really cares about you. And the people who really care about you are either your ancestors or your spirit friends or your spirit family, those ones are the ones that are teaching you every day that these are demons. You see how big is the problem? So they are teaching you every day these things are demons, and yet these things are the only ones that really, really do care about you. But if they are successfully brainwashed you to make you think they are demons, and yet they are the only one that really care about you, then there is no future. There is no future anymore. And that is exactly what's going on now. That is exactly why Africa is so chaotic now. That is exactly why everything looks so zigzag. It looks like we are not going anywhere anymore. Because the people have sold their soul in exchange for nothing. It's a very sad position. That's why anytime I think about Africa, I always shed tears. I always shed tears because the problem is so deep. It's so deep that you must get a very strong and powerful IQ before you can even have a clue of what is going on. People has been bred for generations and generations to hate themselves. People have been bred for generations and generations to be disconnected from themselves. People have been bred for generations and generations to just make sure anything that has to do with them, they have to run from it. So how can you survive? That's the question now. How can you survive when you have to always run from everything that has to do with you? Where is your future then? Tell me, Africans, where's your future? We are under bondage of religion. Bondage is beautiful. This is a spell. This is a spell. So a spell has been cast on Africans. And those who are supposed to join power with you to free Africans from the spell are profiting from it, so they have to tie it more. So in another word, your man of God is a man of devil, because the God they introduced to you is the devil. And the devil that make you to hate is your God. You see how big is your problem? I just want to drop it and stop it here. Yeah, I just want to stop it here. I just want to share this so quick. He said religion tied us down, and it's going to be long before we can remove ourselves. It's not going to be too, yeah, you're right, my brother, but it's not going to be too long anymore if we all keep speaking. The awakening has already begun. Since the past 3 years till now, oh, you know how many people has woken up? The number is so huge. So picture 20 years from now, if we keep doing the right thing, of course. Picture 20 years from now, Africans are waking up with speed, because why? There is a teaching I did when I talked about the different type of ancestors. If you have not followed that teaching, go and follow it so you can know what we're talking about. The type C ancestors, who are the ancient ones, they are coming back now. Every day they're coming in mass, in huge numbers. The only thing that is lacking now is vessels to use. Many people are not ready. Yes, they're not ready. They just know Bible is a lie, religion is a lie. Now they stop going to church, but yet they are still not ready. They are still stuck in their wants, in their needs, in their desires. Flesh still control them. And this don't allow the ancestors to tap in. The moment you know that Bible is a lie, that is just the first step. The moment you know that they use your ancestors as slaves, those are intro. So don't stuck yourself there. That's what I advise you. If you're not stuck yourself there, then it's still not complete. Let your awakening process complete. It's a process. There is a teaching I did, I titled it Different Stage of Awakening. You need to listen to these teachings so that you can know the stage you are now. and how to prepare yourself for the next stage, because it's a different stage. It's a different stage. Today you see so many Africans, they want to argue. They want to argue maybe because now they know Bible is a lie. And some believe now they know everything because now they know Bible is a lie. I'm like, oh yeah. That is just introduction. It is still deeper. Because the more deeper you go, the more you find out that no, it is not just a lie. It is a perfect lie. Do you know what is a perfect lie? Perfect lies are those type of lies that you can hardly differentiate from truths. But it is a lie. Very perfect one. So we hate Ogbanje people. Why do we hate Ogbanje people? Simple. Humans are always scared of what they don't know. And what they don't know, their mind has been programmed to demonize it. So because they don't know it, they will just demonize it and judge it. Ogbanje people, Ogbanje is even a word people gave to it. These are incredible souls. And many people hate Ogbanje people are evil Ogbanje. That's even the most funniest part. Meaning they just hate themselves. They just hate themselves. You know how beautiful it is for you to have an entourage of spirit following you everywhere you go. People don't understand these things. Yeah, but it's normal. They will just hate what they don't know. So that's just what I want to share with you. I don't want to make it too long. Just know that your church has become a business already. Regardless whether you believe you are serving God or you love God or you want God or whatever God you have downloaded in your head, the fact now is you are in a business center. That's the news now. You are in a business center. And you are like a commodity inside there. So start waking up and start tapping into your authentic nature. If you are serious. Bad news is many of us know our truths already. I've worked with so many people and I can tell you 70% of them know exactly what they are. But because they have been programmed to rebel against their own selves, that they always fight to accept that which they really are. Many of you know who you are already. You just enjoy fighting and rebelling against yourself because you are scared of what you don't know. So now you have to fight your own self and try to run from your own self. Don't you see how stupid that sounds? How can you defeat your own self and make your own self a prisoner of your own self? And now you are complaining about your own self, which you created a problem for your own self by your own self. So you are like that prisoner who built a huge prison, put strong gate, put a key, one key, and go through any gate you open, he pass through and he break the key and throw it away. You go open another gate, he go through, he break the key and throw it away until he get to the smaller cell. He sat there, lock the gate, break the key and swallow it. And now he's screaming, freedom! I will leave it here like this. I will leave it here like this. Bye-bye for now. Just wake up. That's the only option you really have. Or you will die a slave, which your enemy wants you to remain. Because your lack of knowledge is what your enemy is profiting from. That's why they love it that you go to church. Because they know that as long as you are there, they will always be raining. It's a short one anyway. Bye-bye for now. Send you peace and love.